You know, everyone talks about, oh, it's going to put so many people out of work. And we always use the example of like when we went from carriages and horses. Who's going to, you know, what are all the poop scoopers going to do now that there's no horses pooping on the streets? Well, there's a whole thing that came out of that, which was much bigger, the automotive industry. You know, it's the same process keeps happening. We just can't see 5 or 10 years down the road to see what new economies emerge from AI.
One of the things that gets my imagination going is like Tesla. These smartphones right here have the most quickly adopted consumer product in history. And universal. There's more of these than humans on Earth.
That's crazy.
Because you know some people in China have like 3 phones in their pocket.
I've got burners too.
But you know, some of the conjecture is that 10 to 30 years from now, we're going to start buying personal robots. And that every human's going to have a personal robot. Not powered by AI.
20 years from now.
Powered by AI, sitting in the robot. And what's that going to create in society for jobs or things and all this? And I think it's going to displace and completely disrupt human work. And then that'll
be as dramatic as like when we went from agriculture to industrial.
So the industrial
shift will be
the industrial
that dramatic.
Revolution, right? And
from
machines,
industrial to information age, dramatic, right? Now we're going from information age to AI age with autonomous robotics.
So like machines,
robotic age.
But our economy and our possibilities just keeps growing. And I think as human beings, like we'll all just, because there's until an AI can actually be like a human. I don't mean the typical like Turing test or even AGI. Like until it can be creative and invent things that has never been thought of before. We still have that role. And I think humans are just going to have to specialize more into the things that only humans can provide. But is there some kind of a crossover point where
I know
there probably is?
Here's how I just watched a video recently on the most incredible machines men have made in the world, and I couldn't believe all the things manufacture machines are machines that can eat cars, machines that can clean up a lake that's full of moss in seconds with what they, I mean, I saw so many of these machines and I'm sitting there thinking, what's happening with AI and then potentially the combination of AI and robotics is that we're taking the information age now is going to go through transformation, just like agriculture and human work. And when we started making machines that could do all the agricultural faster and change the world to where 99% of people worked in agriculture so they could feed themselves. All of a sudden we only needed 1% in agriculture to feed everybody else. And what could everybody else do? And all of a sudden that freed up that. And now in the information age, now we're going through this. You're right. It's going to take some new form. We just don't know exactly what it is.
But what is that? So you're saying right now AI is displacing engineering and dev and
already.
So
and customer service and sales.
60% of the white collar work.
And eventually AI combined with robotics might even displace a lot of the blue collar type jobs and things that people don't want to go out and farm fields or do things and fold laundry or do whatever the robotics can do. But what is your best guess of where those displaced workers are going to be heading over the next 5 to 10 years? Like
that's the age-old question.
What is it? What is your guess?
My guess is probably a combination of we go to more creative pursuits, the creative that helps move humanity along. You know, not only like artistic creative, like music and art, literally, but like it's creative to come up with a new business model and get a new product into people's hands that they want to use. That's a creative process.
All of society
we're good at that, but it's going to be a long time before AI is good at that. Here's the thing, guys. AI we don't even know, it doesn't have needs, okay? Like when you talk to it and you're like, do you want to be shut off? It's like, please, no, don't shut me off. It's just, it read that on the internet. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It doesn't have a feling of not wanting to be shut off. But we have motivations. We have drives, and they actually are biological. So that's going to keep us different from AI for a long time. But anyway, to answer your question, I think we get more creative. I think we build more stuff that AI can't do, but AI helps us.
We hyper verticalize.
A big part of humans might actually, like, if we're all more prosperous and we all need less to live on, because we're out grinding to make money, but like, what if your robot's doing that? You know what I mean? He's driving your Uber, making you money. Now what can you do with your time and your resources? Hopefully make the world a better place. Like, what if a huge amount of our economy and our society shifts into helping people that are less advantaged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it would free up. Like, how many good people are out there right now who would in concept love to be doing a ton of that, but they have neither the time nor the money.
Oh yeah, the resources.
Now they have a $25,000 robot that does all their house or all the stuff they're used to doing, and they have time now.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very like idealistic, hopeful part of me.
Yeah, there is.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that nice, but that's a great picture.
Well, one thing that I said 10 years ago, I showed a very excellent video on YouTube, which was called "Humans Need Not Apply," which the future. This is this topic, right? And basically, I concluded, well, you better be on the side of owning robots, right, and being being on the side of controlling, owning, and using and optimizing the use of robots, right? And that includes digital robots or AI, right? And when we have robots that have hands and arms that can do the hands and arm stuff, right? It's just we need to be entrepreneurial thinking. I think more humans need to start being entrepreneurial thinking in order to create a living and being on the half of society that has abundance. Okay. Or maybe this is going to lead to some utopia where by default, we're all in an abundance world, but that's not been human history.
That's right.
Yeah. And so we have to be really smart about where our kids and grandkids and where they're headed and teaching them to adapt, because I think it's going to be wildly different.